What added value do you think that yourself and other women in the industry bring to the industry as a whole?
I'd say as a woman, it might be a bit of a stereotype, but I think we are generally better multitaskers. And on a building site, you have lots of jobs going on. There's lots of different trades coming in and out. You need to organise things, organise materials, organise tools. So being good at multitasking definitely helps. One thing I know I'm good at is I'm very organised and I plan ahead. So I think that's something that women can bring. And I find sometimes women can maybe be a little bit more considerate. And not only considerate about other trades and working, as a team, but also a bit more considerate about the final finish. I'm very proud in what I do, and for me and for the girls in my company, if it's got to be good enough for our own homes to be good enough for the customer. So maybe just that extra little bit of consideration, maybe.
Do you think it's important for more women to enter the construction industry, and what would be your reasons for your answer?
I do think it's important that women enter construction industry for many reasons. For one, it's a brilliant job. I love it. I think it's a career opportunity that I think many women would enjoy. And I think if we're talking about the next generation coming through and we want to try and get them on courses and getting into the industry, they need to see other women being successful and enjoying their job in construction. So I hear of lots of young girls, they're academic, they're practical, they want to be working with their hands, and they get pushed down PE, down sport. And don't get me wrong, that can be a great career as well, but it shouldn't be the only option for you. If you are practical, you are academic, you should be able to go to uni and you should be able to go into construction. But equally, if you're not so academic but you're very practical, we shouldn't be pushing people down hair and beauty, say. We should be giving them an opportunity to go into construction at a college level as well. For the here and now, yeah, I really think people should be getting involved. It's a great job. I really enjoy it. You haven't got to be big muscly thing, but you do have to be practical, enjoy working with your hands, enjoy the challenges, and then hopefully the more women we get in, the more it will inspire the next generation. It's for some reason probably the most underrepresented area out there. Women have broken through in politics, in sport. Women are getting more valued, but in construction for some reason we're still not getting through, and I think it is purely down to exposure. If more people see other women doing the job, enjoying the job, then I think more people will be interested in it.
What do you think would help women most? You said about seeing role models, but once women get into the industry, what help do you think that they need help and support then, and what help and support would be most beneficial to women in the construction who want to progress?
It would probably be just to know of other women going through what they're going through, or maybe other women like myself who have gone through the ranks. I've worked on site, I now have my own business, I've done the qualification part. I think it definitely something like an online forum where they can talk to other females. I think that would be brilliant. Share experiences, ask advice, get the lowdown on different courses. So maybe like a network for other women in construction. I think that would really benefit. So if they've got any queries, any experiences they want to talk about, having other people going through the same sort of thing would be great. And also then being able to talk to maybe people like myself who've been in it a couple of years and can give them some experience about maybe extra qualifications they might want to gain, or voluntary work even, just to get themselves out there to learn more about other trades. So I think just being in contact with other females in the trade, I think that would really help people progress.
Now, if you could just give one key piece of advice to, say, 15-year-old Philippa, not too sure what she wants to do, what would be the one key piece of advice that you think it would sort of last them throughout, their career choices?
Well, I guess it's maybe a bit of a cliche about getting into work, but work experience. Get as much experience as you can. If I was talking to maybe a youngster, I'd say in your summer holidays, start writing off to all the local builders. Ask if you can do some work experience. Just volunteer services, do some basic labouring, but do it for a couple of different builders. So maybe for a plasterer and for a carpenter, so you get a sound knowledge of lots of different trades. Even just a basic level of tiling, rendering, plastering, bricklaying, you'll always be able to work ahead of yourself. You'll always be able to work with those trades and help those trades. I mean, not only for one, it gives you the idea of maybe what trade you want to specialise in, but for two, then you're making some really good contacts. And also, in this, in these times, it is quite tight. So the construction industry, if you're going to get into it, it's really a good idea to have a couple of different skills under your belt, so you could work for maybe a few different builders at a time and just keep your options open. And to be honest, it makes it more varied, which makes it more enjoyable. For anyone older, if you can, evenings, weekends, builders don't just work a Monday 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So, lots of builders will work on weekends. So just write off to different builders and say, look, can I just come on board? Can I shadow you for a couple of days? Happy to muck in, help out where I can, and just do that with a few different people. And then not only getting experience, but you've got contacts then. So when you do have your qualifications, you might then be able to find yourself some employment a little bit easier as well.